everyone to the Pantheon. I am Ray.
I'm Chelsey.
And today we're looking at the 2018 film Halloween. We were supposed to do Halloween Kills, but I got pushed back to 2019. 2021, sorry. Because I don't know. They're making a trilogy.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so it's going to be Halloween, which we saw. Halloween Kills, which comes in 19 months. Actually, no, it's not 19, because time to come. So it comes out next Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's start again. So Halloween, it comes out next Halloween, we call Halloween Kills, and then the year after that, Halloween Ends.
Is Jamie still in?
Well, I know she's in the second one.
Oh, dope.
So how the second one starts off? There's a after Comic-Con, I think it was Comic-Con, they showed you a clip.
Ooh.
Or maybe before Comic-Con. Anyways, you know how it ends? They're on a pickup truck and where they leave the house, and she's got blood all over her hands. She's cut everything. So it takes off right on the truck, right? And the fire trucks are coming in, and they go, "No, let it burn! Let it burn!" Yeah. So that's the clip. That trailer, because I saw that clip before seeing this movie, so I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, so it takes place right after the events of this movie. So I'm looking forward towards that. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that sounds.
But you gotta watch this clip. This clip is like, but then when you see it, you're like it's like when it's like 19 months later. The clip came out 19 months before the release of the actual movie. Yeah. So I'm like, why are you bringing a movie out this early? I mean, not that you can see a movie anytime soon, and and everything is literally pushed back to a year. So like, they should have waited. But anyways, I'm now excited to see it. So I guess it worked. I want to see the movie now. Okay, so let's get into this. Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis. It stars Nick Castle, the original shape behind the Michael Myers mask, and also stars the guy who you still see on as Michael Myers, because Nick is actually 70 years old. So
yeah, he is really old.
So he's in it. He's playing Michael Myers, but like some of the shots, it's not him. It's another guy. Yeah. So but like he is the shape. For those who know why I call it the shape, is because he wasn't called Michael Myers in the original 1978 movie. They didn't have a name for him, so they call him the shape. Though it was Michael Myers as a boy, they understand it was the but the name, they didn't give the actual character a name. He's a director. I love his movies. He did The Last Starfighter. He's done a bunch of films that you probably have seen, and I'm a fan of it. And so if you want to check out IMDb him, I recommend that. But yeah, I'm a huge Nick Castle fan before I knew who Nick Castle was, and before I realized that's the guy who played Michael Myers. That's dope. Like that to me, those is really cool. But anyways, that's my plug for Nick Castle. Awesome guy. And when I met him, such a wonderful, humble guy. So just amazing. Okay, so Halloween returns Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, the survivor of what happened 40 years ago, and it's basically it retcons all the other sequels that came out. So basically, there's the first movie that came out in 1978, and this movie. So any version you've seen, whether it's the Druids or Daniel Harris or her being the sister of Michael Myers, does not exist. That does not exist in this film. She's a survivor of the first one, and she's ticked off.
Yeah. And
she's waited 40 years, just as long as Michael, to escape, so she can dish her own brand of justice on him, and battle it out, because it's not survivor's guilt. It's just she has PTSD.
Yeah, and you're never gonna settle.
No, I mean she's gone through 2 marriages. They took child services took away her daughter because the environment that the daughter was in was unhealthy. It's a threat. Mm-hmm. So, and then even her granddaughter they try to keep her away from her granddaughter. The granddaughter tries to connect with her. So there is some real life issues in this, which I like. It's grounded in reality, though you're having a guy who basically is a killing machine. He's a great white shark that walks the earth.
Yeah.
So let's get into this. So it opens up with him in the psych ward, which is amazing.
Yes, unreal.
And then we have podcasters who go in there to rustle, to upset him, I guess. They go, "Yeah, I have your mask." And this is in the trailer, so I'm not going to spoil. I don't want to. Well, we can. I don't know if we must. Okay, it doesn't matter. So he comes out with the mask. He goes, "I got something for you, Michael." And it's the mask. And everyone else in the park. This is in the trailer, so I'm not giving anything away. So the dog, the other inmates who are out there, they're all losing their mind.
Yeah.
And he doesn't talk, so he's mute, and he's not he's aware that you can tell he tilts the head.
Yeah, you can feel that it's bad.
Yeah. And he doesn't respond. He just sits there, and they get nothing from him. And the Loomis, which is Doctor, I think his name is Sauron, whatever his name is, the psychologist. He's a protege of Loomis. He's followed his work, and he's studied Michael for the 40 years. He's been a psychiatrist.
Yes.
And he's obsessed with Michael because he wants to see Michael in action, like, because he's been dormant. He's basically been sort of like catatonic, but he's been like not violent or non-responsive. He doesn't talk. So to know what he's done and to see what this guy can do, he's just, the curiosity he's get, like he's had 40 years of curiosity to know that this guy before him is a walking monster, and to not see this guy, without see the empathy or not lack of empathy, the machine, the great white shark on two legs, to see it work in his natural environment. It's more a class study for him. And in that sense, I understand. Like, if you say this is what this is, but you never see it, it's an empty vessel. It's not. You want to study it. You want to understand it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a scientific nature in you to, okay, there is a curiosity, and I understand that. But in this case, the curiosity is the most dangerous thing on the planet. It will kill. You can't kill. Well, I don't know if you can't kill it. It's like Voorhees. There are certain monsters you can't kill. You shoot it, you stab it, you blow him away. He comes back.
Mm-hmm.
So there is, you know, even though he is like 61 years old in this movie, so it's in real time. Like, he's not like immortal. Like, he is human, but like his ability to absorb pain, not talk, and just keep going, and is insane. And whether Jason or him, he walks slow when he wants to walk slow, and that what builds the tension, you know, in the bathroom stalls. Like, you know, so that I love, because I love the old school. Oh, like, you know, this
honestly,
girl.
yeah, like it was a chase, because it's like, you know that he's coming for you, and it's like he already has eyes on you, and you know you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he saw you, and that's it. And then it's like you can run and escape, and then you run and you're like, oh, okay. And as soon as you catch your breath, that was your last one.
Yeah.
And it's like,
you know?
Halloween has always been like a definite favorite of mine, like from the beginning. Used to watch it with my grandmother, H2O all the time, and now that one was definitely like the cherry on top. So I'm really excited to see the new ones that they want to come out with. I gave that one 5 stars. It definitely met my expectations for a horror. It had the thriller in it and the suspense. Laurie is crazy looking, like she is just some wild old woman now. And when I saw her in the trailer, I was like, this is going to be a good movie. And then I saw the producers were Blumhouse, and Blumhouse has never failed when it comes to a horror movie. So it was like Halloween, it's like, how are you supposed to continue it? Because we all know that Michael's like, you can't kill Michael, but he always comes back. So it was like, okay. And then for them to team up with Blumhouse, they really did a fantastic job with it.
I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah, or like in the first one, they're like, yeah, and the guy's wearing the mask and they pin him to the tree, and it's like, yeah, Michael's dead. And then they take the mask off and it's not even Michael, and it's like,
no. And they play back that idea in this movie. Like, there's not like, so like there are things that like are callbacks to like earlier films or other films, yet those films don't exist. So like, if you're a fan of like the anthologies, there are things. I mean, the reason why they don't do it is because it's impossible. It's crazy to try and put a line through all of it to make sense. It doesn't make sense because the druids, and a brother that we don't know about, and a girl who's psychically bonded with this person, and then there's the Rob Zombie versions of it. So like, no, like it's if you're trying to appease all the fans, this movie would make no sense. You would have to go back to the beginning, and it's great. But though I said that, there are elements in it that there are little callbacks to little things that, like, I remember that.
Yeah.
It's just a nod that, okay, yeah, we know we're starting from scratch, but like, you know what? Just to say that, you know what, you're a fan, we're paying you for your effort. It does work in that sense. Like, she gets hurt. Like, this guy is like, I got you.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a scene, there's a still photo where like his hand breaks through the door and like grabs her, and she's off the ground from outside the door.
When she wasn't even expecting it. It was crazy.
I'm like, he's gonna crush her skull, right? And then when you see where that scene plays out, you're like, ooh. I go, how's this boy still moving around where he is? Like,
yeah, honestly, like there'd be times like, for example, that scene, and it'd be like, oh my god, this is the end of Lori, and like I'd have to look at my watch to see how much time is left in the movie, because it's like, wait, is she actually gonna die? Like, is this the end? Is that how they're gonna do it?
30 minutes.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh no, there's still more. Okay, so then I like it calms me down a bit.
But he got shot quite a bit. Like, I mean, the first shot he got in the shoulder. Remember that? Like,
Yeah.
It's like that didn't even affect him at all. Like he kind of like rocked.
Yeah.
And then I don't think it played into anything after that movie. Like, if he had a shoulder injury, you didn't know.
Yeah.
It's like he's like, yeah, okay, I healed with Wolverine. Just keep on moving. Yeah. It's just until later on, there's another a gunshot. No, it's a buckshot. No, it's a shotgun.
Yeah, it's a 12 gauge. Yeah, yeah.
The 12 gauge?
Yeah, because she like blows him. It's like huge explosion when the shell.
Yeah. Because it's point blank almost like gunshot. And we can't get into this, but like, and so yeah, it does something. But yeah, so you're wondering how the movie's going to play, because now that I know it's going to be a direct pickup, I will love to see where this goes.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be interesting where this goes. But you do see in the trailer, like in the teaser that comes up, the granddaughter has a knife in her hand. Has the butcher's knife, has the kitchen knife in her hand. So whether in the pickup truck at the end, in the teaser trailer for the next movie, you see Laurie's. I'm giving this away the ending, okay? So like, I'm not giving away the ending for Michael, but Laurie Strode survives. The granddaughter survives. I won't say about the mother. I'll leave it to you to see the trailer, to see the movie. That's the best I can do for you, okay? But the daughter has the knife in her hand. So I'm wondering, because I know in the movies, like, it's in the blood, evil's in the blood to some extent, and I go, in this one, they're not related, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. I'm like, that would be a wicked twist if the granddaughter ends up being a little Michael.
Yeah, because there is room for that, but, and also the boyfriend, they don't go back to the boyfriend after the boyfriend cheats on him.
No.
Cheats on him. So you know he is going to get the hurt at some point in the movie.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say that I was kind of surprised with is like that there's a baby crying in this where he's going through the houses. He doesn't kill the baby.
Yeah, no. But he didn't harm the baby in the beginning, in the very first Halloween either, or his sister. So I guess, I don't know, maybe babies are off limits, but animals and people aren't.
Yeah. With that, I'm going to give this movie a 5. It's not the perfect movie by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm giving it a 5 based on the fact that I now know it's going to be a trilogy.
Yeah.
Now, if it wasn't a trilogy, if this was just a standalone movie, I'd give this maybe a 3.5.
I'd leave it at a 4. I wouldn't go any lower, because I honestly thought that it was a fantastic.
No, it's a thumbs up. It's a 5 for me because I'm so excited to see the next movie.
Yeah,
even though
really
it's next
excited.
year, I'm happy I saw that. I'm happy I saw the trailer when I did. So it's a year away, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. Anything else before we finish it off?
No, that's it. That was really good.
Okay, so, well, that's it. That concludes our show. It's Halloween, so happy Halloween. This is our final show, and we'll hopefully see you next year. So with that, I am Ray.
I'm Chelsey.
Take care and enjoy the rest of the day or the night.